The Sermon on the Mount is a significant collection of religious teachings and ethical sayings attributed to Jesus of Nazareth. It can be found in the Gospel of Matthew, specifically in chapters 5-7. During this sermon, Jesus addressed both his disciples and a large crowd of listeners. Here are some key points from the Sermon on the Mount. The Beatitudes. Jesus began by sharing a series of blessings known as the Beatitudes. These blessings highlight qualities and attitudes that lead to spiritual well-being. For instance, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." And so on, emphasizing humility, compassion, and righteousness. Salt and light. Jesus used metaphors to teach about the impact his followers should have in the world. He compared them to salt, preserving and flavoring, and light, illuminating darkness. The idea was to live authentically and make a positive difference in society. Fulfillment of the law. Jesus clarified that he didn't come to abolish the law or the prophets, but to fulfill them. He emphasized the importance of righteous living and a heart-centered approach to faith. His teachings went beyond mere external observance of rules. Jesus emphasized righteousness that goes beyond mere external observance of religious laws. He taught that true righteousness involves the heart and inner motives. For example, he said, "For I tell you that unless your righteousness surpasses that of the Pharisees and the teachers of the law, you will certainly not enter the kingdom of heaven." Matthew 5:20. Anger and reconciliation. Jesus addressed anger, urging reconciliation with others. He emphasized resolving conflicts and seeking forgiveness. His teachings emphasized love and restoration over retaliation. Jesus focused on eliminating anger and conflict resolution. He taught that being angry with someone without cause is akin to murder in the heart. He encouraged reconciliation and forgiveness, saying, "Therefore, if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother or sister has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First go and be reconciled to them, then come and offer your gift." Matthew 5:23-24. The Sermon on the Mount remains a powerful guide for Christian discipleship, emphasizing love, compassion, and inner transformation. It challenges us to live wholeheartedly for God. Next, several other topics covered from Jesus' sermon. Treasures in heaven. Jesus encouraged storing up treasures in heaven rather than on earth. Worry and trust in God. He spoke about anxiety and the importance of seeking God's kingdom first. Adultery and lust. Jesus spoke about the seriousness of lustful thoughts and desires. He said, "But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart." Matthew 5:28. His teaching emphasized purity of heart and mind. Divorce. Jesus addressed the topic of divorce, emphasizing the sanctity of marriage. He taught that divorce should not be taken lightly and that remarriage after divorce could lead to adultery. Matthew 5:31-32. Oaths and honesty. Jesus discouraged making oaths or vows, emphasizing the importance of honesty and integrity. He said, "All you need to say is simply yes or no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one." Matthew 5:37. These teachings from the Sermon on the Mount continue to inspire and challenge believers across generations. Subscribe, like, and donate to the channel.